Okay, hello everybody. It is Zen Master here. Welcome to my channel, Citizen Zen. Tonight I'm going to try and do something that I haven't had great success with so far. As you can see here, I'm rolling up on my Drake Vulture. I was very excited to get this ship. This is the first, well, actually it's one of the first salvage ships to run the salvage game loop, where we're going to go find or attempt to find some kind of wreck, and we're going to use the salvage strippers on the Drake Vulture. And we're going to gather up some RCM, which is recycled something material, and then we're going to try and bring it back to where we can sell it. And so far, yeah, I've got my... Why is that happening? Okay. Okay, that's better. So far, I've had zero luck in completing this loop all the way through. I've done okay at... Whoops, why did that come up? Okay. I've been able to scrape some of the wrecks and get it ready to go, and one time I even got so far as to have landed on the planet where I was going to sell it and was waiting for the train, got a 30K, and then the ship vanished and I wasn't able to complete it. So my goal tonight is to try and at least sell one box of salvage material. And so what I think I'm going to do is I don't think I'm going to try and fill up a full load, which is what I was doing last time. I think as soon as I get one box that I can sell, I'm going to just turn around, and take it back to, uh-oh. Okay. Take it back to where I can sell it. And maybe not. Maybe I'll do 2 boxes, and I'll show you why here in just a little bit. So out by the Lagrange station, so in this case Hurl 2 is where one of the places where there do seem to be a lot of wrecks. It's very similar to the mining mechanic in the carcasses. The wrecks appear basically in the same place that you find mineral deposits in asteroids. So asteroid belts around Lagrange stations. There might be, I haven't looked in the air in Halo, there might be some there, but like I say, I'm just really hoping this stays stable enough that I can actually get this loop completed once. We're in the PTU, which is the Persistent Test Universe in Star Citizen. So this version that I'm playing here, which is 3.18, is actually not officially released yet. This is actually in a testing phase, and we're actually, as of today, it is the 22nd of December. It's still in what's called Wave 1, which basically means it is subscribers and concierge members of Star Citizen have access to the PTU. The pre-release, pre-alpha, everything is super. Of course, all of Star Citizen is alpha, so this is even, double alpha or something. But it's being tested. It hasn't been released live yet, and it's still quite buggy. I mean, Star Citizen is buggy anyway, but 3.18 so far does seem to have a lot of stability issues. That said, the stuff that's been added to this patch is really cool. And once some of the bugs are eliminated, I think it's going to be a really, really fun version of the game to play. And let's see if we can get the... Okay, so far it's going pretty well with being able to actually get into quantum drive. That's one of the things that sometimes doesn't work. What I'm really hoping not to get is the 30K, which means basically the server has dumped me off. And these little things here, these little things that look like... Oh, great. Okay, somebody hostile over there, so let me... try and jump away, because I don't feel like... No, what's going on? Okay, gone. Okay, left. I really am not feeling like fighting in my salvage ship right now. I'm just trying to make an honest living. Okay. Find myself an old beat up ship that is...
Contact.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, shit. Okay. I would really like a target that I can run to, because I don't want to fight this guy, because I am almost certainly outgunned. And I could have sworn I saw something there. Okay. There's, okay, down here. Targets I can try and get to, and that's what I want. Okay. Get toward the station. See, even here right next to the station, I'm just really not far at all, and there's a bunch of stuff around here. Like I said, these little fuzzball-looking things are those are the wrecks that I'm gonna go try and get near to. Okay, and that one went away. That's not cool. Okay, and the ones that are boxes, I think, are gonna be... Those are probably gonna be rocks, and I'm, of course, not in my rock miner here. I'm in my salvage ship. Currently, as you can see, the wrecks do not give off a distance like the rocks and other things do. So it's very easy to go flying into these things at, you know, a tremendous speed and just blow right up. So I'm going to be careful as I'm approaching this one here. I'm going to assume that these targets will pop up. Oh, there's a whole bunch down here. Maybe some of these are closer. Similar to the way asteroids work. Okay, so this one closer. They show up at about 10 kilometers distant. 10 to 12 kilometers is when they show up. And so I'm going to assume that that's the same outer range that these guys pop out at. So hopefully this one's not 10 kilometers away. I'll just keep throwing some scanner pings. What's that? Looks... Okay, that's not anything I need to be worried about. Okay, somebody's ship. So what has happened, like I said, most often is I've gotten it to various distances through this process. There have been times where I have, and I just go away? Don't go away. Okay. What's going on here? Now I'm curious now. Why'd that just pop? Okay. Okay, this might be a ship here. So as I go through the process, I'll show you the different. I'll call out the different places where I've had the game quit on me, or something crashed, or the server took a dump, or whatever. But okay, so this right here looks like I believe this is an 890 jump. Yeah, so 890 jumps and C2s seem to be the sort of okay. See, like I said, very easy to fly into those at a really high speed. So I'm going to just reduce my speed limiter. Okay. Excuse me. So 890 jump, wreckage, and looks like we'll see what happens when we try and pick it over. I'm going to go into mining mode, which is also salvage mode, and I've got two different types of scrapers. Cinch and abrade. And let's see, that one is cinch. Let me switch over to abrade and see what that. Whoops, wrong switch. Okay, so this one seems to be bigger. Okay, and as you can see, right under my compass ring, you can see I've got the extraction rate, the vehicle hull, and the what I've got in cargo. And there's not a lot, looks like everything in Star Citizen, there's not a lot of documentation, so a lot of this is figuring this out as I go. But what I know is that when that cargo bar fills up, it's going to, in the back of my ship, it's going to eject a 1 SCU container full of RCM. And then again, the RCM is the recycled material. Recycled construction material, maybe? Something? Yeah, maybe. So once that gets up to 1 full SCU, and you can see now it's about 0.8. So this is going pretty good so far. And when it gets to, okay, and then you can see sometimes it'll say no material, sometimes it'll say valid. Once it gets there, okay, now I'm going to stop. And now I have to do this. I'm going to make sure I'm not too close to, okay, not too close to the wreck. I'm going to pop out of the seat. And I have to go into the back of the ship. And here is the inside of the Vulture. Got to go downstairs. Now here's the first thing we have to figure out is going to work. Okay, and there is, that's where it spits out. And this is the container. I'm going to see if my multi-tool is working. Oh, it is. Okay, good. And then I got to snap that to the cargo grid. Whoa, okay. Okay, there we go. Is that on the grid? Yeah, okay. Now we can, let me stow my multi-tool. And go back to the front and continue where we were. And now hopefully we can, now I've had it happen where my multi-tool just didn't work, so I got there and I couldn't move the thing. I've also gotten to where I've gotten back to the pilot seat and it won't let me in. And okay, there we go. Okay, start it up again. Okay, so far it's going really smoothly, which I probably should not say. And I think those two blue donuts that say valid on them, there's one that's on each side of the, or there's one that looks like it's associated with each beam. I think what I'm trying to do is when those are full, when they get more full like they are now, that means that most of the beam is actually picking up material. And then if I go to somewhere I've been before, then it's going to say no material or something. Also, some of these, there are some red sections and some yellow sections on the ship that I'm tearing up, and I don't know what those mean at this point. Hopefully I can figure that out. I'm sure it has something to do with how much material is available. Okay. So this is okay, no material it says. Okay. So I'll go over here. Okay, see with this yellow section. I think this might be, there's a little more meat on the bones here. So this is really, I think, a really fun mechanic. This is really quite relaxing. It's there's not as much to it as there is either mining for gems or mining for minerals, either on planets or in the asteroid belts. This is just really, I just find this really relaxing and fun. Right now, the price, I'm told, that RCM fetches is pretty good. It is one of the more expensive materials, so this could be a pretty profitable method for making money in Star Citizen. I think that overall, if someone is looking at just what the pure economics are, I have to think that mining for Quantanium, the fuel, is probably going to overall be more profitable. But one of the major issues, well, Quantanium has a few issues. One is that it's really unstable, so once you start loading the stuff into your ship, you've got 15 minutes basically, or thereabouts, to get it off your ship before it goes unstable and explodes and blows your ship up with it. So you've got that pressure, and also once you do get it to the refinery, depending on the refinery method you use, it can take up to a day and a half to refine a load of one prospector load full of Quantanium, and so you get paid basically a day and a half later when it's finally done and you can sell it. Okay, now I'm full. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just call this good right here. I'm just gonna not push it. And I'm gonna stow the mining gear, and I'm gonna head back to Hurston and hope I can make it back there and sell this load and at least get something for... Excuse me again. Okay, so we're going to go to Hurston. I have to get to Lorville on Hurston, which is where the TDD is. Or the TTD, sorry. Yeah, the trade district place. And I can sell this stuff. Okay, now I really don't want this to be... There we go.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, did we not get there? Okay. Okay, oops, okay. That scared me right there. Resyncing with server. Not something I wanted to see. Uh-oh.
Quantum drive is now on.
Okay. So I've been in the middle of loading. As you saw me moving the box inside the back of the ship. I've been in the middle of that process and had the game crash to the desktop, which was no fun. And the crash handler, which, when it works well, puts you right back where you were, in the exact state that you were when the crash happened. And when it works, and it of course did not work for me when that happened. So I think I've actually salvaged, I think, probably about somewhere between 15 or 17 boxes of RCM, and I have not sold a single one. The first time I tried, I think I got all the way to the TTD, got to the console, and it didn't register that I had anything in my ship, so I didn't have any product to sell. And then when I went to go investigate, it turns out that, yeah, sure enough, somehow my ship got desynced or something, and I had to reclaim it, which meant it came back with nothing in it. Okay, where is Lorville? The main city on every planet, of course, looks like a home plate rather than one of these hexagons. There it is.
Quantum drive is now
Okay.
on.
So we're not there yet. But so far, this is looking promising. Excuse me.
Quantum drive is now off.
And you know, Lorville, these white things right here are. Sorry about that. I got something in my throat. I apologize for coughing and drinking and things in your ear. These sort of bluish white flashing bars are those are the perimeter of the spaceport. So when you get to Lorville, just kind of aim for that. Yeah, no, I can go a little faster too. Need to be. Just don't need to remain speed limited at this point. And also, I think what I will do here pretty soon is I will look around. During the Halloween promotion, there was a ghoulish green paint available for the Vulture, and I got, even though the Vulture wasn't out yet, I thought I know I'm gonna be wanting that. So I grabbed the. Actually, it was for a bunch of different Drake interplanetary ships. So it was for the Caterpillar and the Cutlass and the Mule and a bunch of ships that were out for Drake. So I bought a bunch of those because I think they look really cool. Kind of a shiny green. And I think it is my favorite paint for sure for the Cutlass. It just looks really good on that.
That request has already been granted.
Okay. Put the landing gear down.
Landing gear down.
Okay,
Warning,
and let's
you are
bring the
leaving
speed limiter
the safe
down.
zone. Contact.
Oh, a criminal.
Warning, you are leaving the safe zone.
That's all I need is somebody to think it's really funny to blow me up as I'm trying to land at Lorville. Okay, and offload my huge load of cash. I'm sort of, my estimate, I think, is that I'm looking at probably somewhere around. These might be
blocking
worth.
an active flight bay. Please vacate the
Oh,
vicinity.
jeez. Okay.
Launch complete.
I love that in 318. There's this really cool
Landing complete.
landing assistant thing. Yeah. Gonna tell me to leave, or am I good? Okay.
Engines offline.
Warning, you are blocking an active
boy.
flight bay. Please vacate the vicinity.
Okay. Hopefully this isn't gonna completely screw me. But I think I'm gonna get impounded. And I don't know in 318 if I know that in 317 in earlier patches, if you get impounded, it essentially is involuntarily storing your ship, so you can still sell stuff. Still sell stuff out of it. Okay. I'm not gonna walk into that. Okay, there we go. Try this again. And now I'm just hoping that I don't run into one of the many elevator bugs that have shown up in this. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna run toward. Actually, you know what? Here, I'm gonna do is see if we can. If it hasn't been impounded, I want to store the ship. Ah, come back. Oh. Okay, what's going on? That's not my stuff there.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, and go to my Drake Vulture. For some reason, there's what I have is a Phantom one, and let's make sure that stores. Cool. Okay, it's stored. Good.
Please visit us again.
And Lorville. At this point, I've got Lorville set as my my primary residence. It's, you know, kind of gross and everything, but I'm figuring that I'm basically practicing for the restart, which is going to come up here shortly when 318 goes live. Hey. When 318 goes live, there's going to be a wipe, so everybody's going to start over from 0. So I'm kind of just practicing, trying to figure out, you know, what to do to get my initial bunch of money together using the ships that I've pledged, and figuring out what I need to buy in game.
Central Station.
But I've kind of built my fleet around the idea of being able to hit the ground running, and to be able to make money as quickly as possible and not have to do quite as much of the really awful, no fun grinding stuff. I'll have to do a little bit, because with the amount that I'm going to start with, sorry, excuse me again. With the amount of money that I'm going to start with, I'm not even going to be able to put the proper mining laser on my mining ship, on my prospector. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of something, and also just things like, you know, I'd rather not buy supplies and armor and stuff. There's other ways to get them without having to spend in-game money on them that are completely above board. I'm not going to mug anybody or anything, but if I do find some dead bodies with armor on them, I might take that. Yeah, so hopefully
Now arriving, Central Station.
we don't know
Please
yet
watch
what
your step when
salvage is going to look
disembarking
like
the train.
for real. If there's going to be as much metal laying around for the taking as there is right now. Yeah, we don't know how much metal there's going to be hanging around in the verse right now. Of course, they're testing the mechanics of the salvage game loop, so there's all kinds of stuff all over the place to salvage. But I expect it's probably not going to be as easy to find. There's probably going to be a little bit of looking around and a little bit of scanning, kind of like there is now for mineable asteroids, the good quantanium rocks. Okay. Well, I'm holding off on getting excited, but we are almost here. And let's see if we can sell a little bit of RCM. Okay, I'm going to sell inventory from my Drake Vulture. I think it was, yeah, number 2 was the one I had. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I've got 2 out of 12 SCU. Okay, and so I will sell RMC, recycled material composite. I will sell all of it. Okay, 15.39 thousand AUEC. Okay, not bad. Okay, and I've just made myself a little more money. Okay, cool. All right, finally got some sold. Okay, so it seems that so far, I don't know, can I sell it again? I guess no. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So thanks for coming with me. That was the first time I was able to successfully get that sold. I'm kind of thinking that a similar strategy to what I take with doing rock mining on the surface of planets, which is once you get a little bit, just go sell it. Don't stick around and try and make it efficient by waiting until you get a whole bunch, enough to make it worth it or whatever. For now anyway, because both in terms of the planetary mining and also with salvage, it seems that the server crashes are really what your big enemy is. And, you end up doing a whole bunch of work and then it just all goes for nothing and is not usable to you. Anyway, thanks for coming with me. This is very exciting. I'm very glad to be done with this part, and I think I'm going to go get some more. So, thanks again for watching, and look forward to seeing you again in the verse.